like to thank you all for coming to my speech. According to Doris Lynn, in her article from 2019, how many people are actually shot by hunters each year, she states that a report published in American Orthopedic Surgeon Randall Lore and Neil Farron in 2014 showed that between 1993 and 2008, 35,970 firearm-related injuries involved in hunting were reported to the U.S. hospital, or about 2,400 per year over the 15-year period of the study. That's 1 out of every 1,841,269 total accidents involving firearms per year, over the time, and about 123,000 per year. Now, this just gives you a glimpse of how not knowing how to handle a firearm can directly impact your health. By the end of this, I plan to have you convinced that taking a hunter safety course would be a great thing for you and for your own well-being at the end of this speech. I have stated in my audience analysis that my audience here today should be interested in this because of the benefits of having the hunter safety course and the benefits of the gun safety from the hunter safety course. And even if members of my audience have participated in this hobby, I do believe that taking this course would be a great help because of the legal requirements that are involved with the course and hunting. Also, college kids should be interested in this topic because I know in this time frame, college kids, they're more interested in new things because they're out of the house, away from mom and dad. And if having this proper safety would be a great benefit just because, so knowing what you're doing even before getting into such a hobby. Now, I have always grown up with firearms, so I've always been around them. So when I was able to get my hunter safety course and my hunter license, I did just because I knew that it would be helpful for me, which I have actually right here, and I will pass it around to the audience. Throughout this speech, I will be providing information about why the hunter safety license is required for hunting, how this helps with gun safety, and why you would want to take a hunter safety course. First, why the hunter safety course is required for hunting. In an article by Roy Griffith called California's 2006 Hunter Safety Statistics states, the author reports that there were 266,799 hunting licenses sold by the end of October 2006. In the same year, there were only 11 hunting incidents resulting in injury and 1 death in California, all of which were in direct violation of the 10 Commandments of firearm safety. So out of all of those people that have gotten their course and followed all directions, only 11 people had an issue. And even of those 11 people, they all were not properly following what the hunter safety license was telling you should and shouldn't do. And this is only the legal side of things. So there are still people out there that are hunting without licenses, without any of this, completely illegally, which is even worse. And there's not statistics for that I have today. In an article from 2006 by John McCoy, he says he believes a factor in the improvement has been West Virginia's adaptation of mandatory hunter safety education since 1990. All the hunters born after January 1st, 1975 have been required to have a 10-hour-long course offered for free by the DNR and the West Virginia Hunter Safety Education Association. So with that being, it helps with everything because even as you see there's been way less incidents since they forced you to do this. If you hadn't have done this, the incident number has been up, and it's not nearly as good for safety-wise and other things of that nature. Now, let's discuss gun safety. So on this table, I have 4 different weapons that would be used for hunting. Now, some more than others, but I know all of them have no ammo in them because I've checked before, but they are currently not in their safest state. So I'm going to do that now, currently. So like this one, the safety is not on and other things of that nature. So you really want to make sure that that is done. So that way you won't have, that way it's just extra safe and the action is open. It also has a clip. So you want to make sure to remove the clip so that way there's no ammo extra sitting in there. And then you can also see through there's no ammo in the gun currently. Now, the shotgun it is pumped, so you want to make sure that it's open, and then the safety is on. And then you can also see that there's no ammo currently in the gun. And with the pistols, you want to make sure that the action is open, the clip is removed, and the safety is on. And then for a revolver, there isn't a safety, so the only thing you can really do for a revolver for safety-wise is just make sure that the revolver, where all the ammo is held, is empty. So that way, I knew they were safe before, but now someone walking up to the table would know that these are very safe, and that they would be less concerned about them being here on the table. And I also have all the right barrels pointed in a safe direction. In a newspaper article by Alyssa Harvey titled "Class for Young Hunters Teaching Safety and Respect," in this article it is said by Barbara Taylor, a course instructor, most of the parents will accompany them while they are hunting, but need to know what they are doing and the reasons that they are doing it. So yes, when you are younger, you are able to hunt with your parents and stuff, but if you take the course, it helps you, especially helps the parents, because not all the parents aren't going to be able to catch every little thing that the kid does. And if the kid knows the safety, that'll help immensely keeping them safe and the parents safe and the whole situation a whole lot better. And the reality is that most people today honestly do not know much safety with guns. They're just lucky that the guns themselves have so much safety in mind that it keeps them safe. But with the extra knowledge, it'll help. But what the reality is, most people honestly don't know. So, in an article from 2007 by Roy Griffith, it was said, records indicate that 266,799 hunting licenses were sold by the end of October 2006, and California saw only 11 hunting incidents, resulting in injury and 1 death. The death occurred as a result of an unlicensed deer hunter having a firearm loaded while climbing steep terrain. He slipped and his rifle discharged, striking and killing his hunting companion. The shooter was not licensed and had not attended a hunter safety education. This shows that without that information, he really did not know what he was doing and was very unsafe in this situation. Had he had that information, he probably wouldn't have been off in this terrain. He would have not had his rifle loaded. It would have been more like this, safer, and then he wouldn't have fallen down because of all that. So let's talk about why you would want to take a hunter safety course. In the big reasons have already been discussed above. In a newspaper article by Alyssa Harvey titled "The Class for Young Hunters Teaching Safety and Respect," in this article it was said by Barbara Taylor, "We teach them the different types of guns and animal identification so they know what they're out there doing." So there's a bunch of different animals in different seasons. And then basically you want to know what's in season, what isn't in season for legality purposes, and then what male or female animals are legally able to be hunted during that time frame. And so that course teaches you all of that too. I'd like you to strongly think about taking a hunter safety course. If you are thinking about this, hopefully you will find that these situations would be hard and painful if you do not use safety, but can be very enjoyable when done properly. Even if hunting is not something that you would think you'd be interested in, and that it can't hurt to take the course. Even if you find that you don't like it, you still gain the knowledge and are safer and more informed because of it. Thank you for listening.